Hello you guys, welcome. I'm Emma if you're new here. Today we are going to start on something, or I'm going to start on something big. I am going to tackle and organize every closet in my home. That might sound like I'm biting off more than I can chew, but we have an older style home, and so there's not a ton of closets. Each bedroom has a closet, and then we have like a small hallway closet and then a little cleaning closet, and that's pretty much it. There's no like entryway closet. We don't have a basement where we're storing things, and so I really have to use our closet spaces wisely, and right now they are very dysfunctional and chaotic, and with Christmas coming up and our boys' birthdays, I just feel like now is the time to get things in order so that as we move into this last part of the year, things are ready for all of the influx of new things coming into the home potentially. Let me show you all of the spaces that we're going to tackle, and this probably will span over a couple of days just because I'm home with my boys and I won't have undivided time to finish all of this. So I will do it as moments allow me to do so. So the goal is to clear out each closet space, assess what's in the space, and then put things back. I recognize that this is not going to be like the perfect storage solution. I'm not going to invest a lot of money into this project. I'm going to work with the systems that we have. This is a rental that we are in, and so we're not going to put any extra money into like closet systems and really investing a lot. I'm going to try to do it with what we have already on hand and just make it that much more functional for what we need. So let's jump into it. Get started in the master bedroom. Here's our closet. So my goal in the end, what I want is we have our clothes in here, both my husband and I's clothes, our shoes. I will keep our ironing board in here because I use it in this room most of the time anyways. We have a very small laundry room, so it doesn't make sense to do that down there. Then we have a safe in here for like critical documents, like a fireproof safe on the floor in here, which will probably stay. And my husband's like laundry hampers will stay in here as well. I have mine in the corner of our bedroom here. This tends to be like my dumping place for artwork that I don't have on the walls at the moment. So I want to find a different place for that. And it also is a dumping place for like gifts that I'm going to be giving. So we have the boys' birthdays coming up, and so I've been buying gifts and just kind of stashing them in there. So I need a better place for that so that things don't either get found or that they don't get destroyed being in there. Let's start by pulling out all of the things that are not clothes, and I think we'll leave the clothes hanging up to start so that I'm not overwhelmed at everything that comes out of this closet. Pulled some clothes out here so I can work in here. I'm going to start by going through my shoes and getting rid of anything that I can, and then kind of moving all the summer ones down to the bottom and the more like winter fall things that I can wear now up to the top, and see if we can get this looking nicer and even just like pare back just a little bit. This is really good back here now. Went through my shoes. There's some extra room for things, which is great because I have some shoes on my Christmas list this year. And here is our luggage, which we don't use very often, but is best probably stored just right up here in our bedroom. I'm happy with how this all turned out. Okay, I just hung up this hat here, but it actually got me thinking there's this little like alcove back here, which would maybe be a really good spot for me to just hang up the artwork that I like to rotate. I just have some like seasonal things that I only put out in the winter time. I just like to change things up every so often, but I need like an easy way to store them. So maybe just hanging them on the wall in here would be a really good idea. So when I get to that, I might change this up and not keep this hat here and might just turn it into like a little artwork storage corner. Okay, so I've been kind of working on and off in the closet, and naturally these projects, like one thing always leads to another thing, and it's just like you're undoing so many things at once. But I'm using that smaller closet in one of my son's room for kind of like winter coats, and you know, you have like old bridesmaid dresses, and I have my wedding dress, and just those bulky things that I rarely use, but I do want to hold on to. I have a couple nicer winter coats that I use like when we're going to mass on Sundays or for holidays, but I just don't need them taking up space in our closet, and that closet doesn't really get used well otherwise, so I'm going to kind of change its function there. I'm also now going to kind of get started in this hallway closet. We're going to just kind of keep unraveling this big knot of closets that are not functional and see if we can get them to a functional place. I also ordered, this has been how we've been storing ties for my husband, which is really ineffective. So I ordered an organizer for ties and for belts and for hats. Those are things that like always find their way either onto the floor or they just get kind of like shoved places, and I want to take care of them a little bit better. So those will be here tomorrow. So we'll kind of finish up those pieces tomorrow, and I'm really pleased with the progress that we're making. Let's keep going. The boys, on these days that I get going on projects like this, I find that it takes them a little while, but they tend to settle into play with each other in a really nice way. So they are playing in their room while I'm able to get all of this done, which is great. am back at Closet Extreme Declutter, and this one, maybe it's not the worst, but it's pretty bad. This is in the boys' bedroom. A lot of it is storage. It's not actually like clothing type of storage. We have this wardrobe here, which is where we store all of their clothing, which works great. And so the closet is really just for all the extra stuff. So we are going to dive into that and see if we can make it a little bit more functional. Again, this might span over a couple of days. We will just see how the boys do and what they allow me to accomplish. So let's dive into this closet. Okay, well, this closet is so horrible. The reason it's so bad is we have extra, well, there's a lot of reasons. We have extra mattresses for like when we have cousins come stay. We have mattresses for our pack and plays. We have these little canopies for pack and plays. This is where all the extra like pull-ups go, wrapping supplies, toys to rotate, which there hasn't been much toy rotating happening because I can't get to anything. So let's start by emptying everything out of this closet and see if we can't get this looking a little bit better. I might see if we can move some of this stuff into our garage, especially things that are not currently going to be used or going to get back on our shelves anytime soon. Now that we have all the bulky stuff out, you can see that it's like organized chaos. There are things with some bins and some order, but we gotta get better than this. So let's do it. Okay, I emptied the closet for the most part. There's a few things I kept in there that I know will stay in there. And this is what came out of that closet. So here we have gift bags, which is actually pretty organized, and like larger gift bags that don't fit there. This is beach towels and like swimsuits and stuff. So that also is probably good, and this is probably where that will stay. So it is a decent sized closet to work with here. We put these plastic Rubbermaid like shelves. It was one and I just broke it into two to give us some shelving. Again, not like a permanent solution, but it helped out. There is some hanging in here, but I don't really intend to use it. So what I'm seeing from what I pulled out here is a lot of this stuff just needs to get stored in the garage and like consolidated in here so that we can store it up in our rafters. We have all of the baby toys still in buckets in here, and we just won't need them right now for a little while. God willing, hopefully soon, but I don't think it's the best use to just keep them stored in here if I don't really need to access them, and use this space a little bit better and then pull them back in the house when we are ready for them. So that's what I'm going to work on, getting a pile of things that we can just move to the garage so that we have a better picture of what really should be stored in this closet. All right, this top shelf actually worked pretty well before. So I have gift bags, tissue paper, a bin of like bows and tape and some bubble wrap, balloons, just like decorations, and then bigger bags. So this is all of our gift supplies. We just really don't have a better place to store these things. So this is what we've got. Okay, this bucket is all baby toys, like the first 18 months probably of things. So I'm gonna bring this and put it into the rafters in the garage. So this one, this is still probably a good one. We'll tuck this one away. Okay, we made some really good progress in here. So let me walk you through how I set it up. So in this corner I have our extra mattresses, more mattresses, hung up our like travel bag when I pack clothes for them if we're going out of town, and our play tunnel here. And then all of this is current toys that can be in rotation. So this is a container of puzzles, more advanced puzzles. Here's a little play mass set. Here is a variety of toys that I'll rotate out onto shelves. Some more like specific shape sewing type things. And then I just have this wagon down here to pull out periodically an extra pack and play there. Down on the bottom there we've got all of our swim gear and towels, extra pull-ups and wipes. This bucket is with all of my like travel activities if we're going on a long road trip or a plane ride. Here we have an extra fan and a nebulizer, kind of random. And on the top is all gift wrap, gift bags, tissue paper, birthday decorations, that kind of stuff. I have 2 pack and plays here. We probably have to sell some of these. I have a variety of them. And then just some extra toys that need to stay in a controlled climate. So that's what we've got. Really, this shelf here will be what we access kind of regularly to rotate through. And I feel like I could move the things on the bottom there to make space for new things if they get new things that need to be stored for their birthday or Christmas time. But here's a little bit of a before and an after. What an amazing transformation this is. These are all the toys that I am going to get stored and put into the garage for when we reach that age again. But at this rate, I mean, it's at least 9 months till we need this one, and then over a year to 2 years before we would need some of these other toys. So we're gonna store those away for a while. I had a basket in that closet of clothes that needed to, like summer clothes that needed to get put back in bins, and then I just went through their drawers again to pull out anything that's too small. So all of this I will need to go through and just get put away into our clothing buckets, because now we just don't need access to them. The boys are napping. I finished the hallway closet upstairs, which has like towels and bathroom supplies and things, and I have a few things to wrap up in the master bedroom closet, but I have to ask my husband on some like clothing decisions when he gets home. And so this isn't really a closet, but it is a place where we store a lot of things that maybe could go in a closet. Our little foyer has 5 different drawers, and I have not really organized them since we moved in. So I'm gonna do that. Each drawer we have like light bulbs, batteries, flashlights, kind of tech things stored in here. So let's get this organized. In here, what I have is a container with like command hooks and hanging things for the wall, a baby proofing with like outlet covers and cabinet locks. In here, this is like a little handheld drill, and then just kind of like household tools that, you know, we use if we're hanging pictures and that type of thing. I think some of this stuff has trickled into our junk drawers, so I'll probably have a few more things to put in here. And then the hammer goes here, which is upstairs right now. So, okay, this drawer is supposed to really be like batteries and flashlights. So let's tidy this one up a little bit more. This drawer, I have batteries. So we kind of have like all our bigger sizes and those little ones, and then AA and AAA batteries in here, an extension cord and a charging cord for our solar power generator, which also has solar panels in a different drawer. And then this is all of our flashlights and like extra battery packs and some little emergency candles. This drawer is light bulbs, which it doesn't look like we have a ton of light bulbs. So we probably need to get another pack of those, but it looks good to me. All right, this is kind of our tech drawer here. We have a bucket of just like cords and cables and old pieces of technology, and I'm not gonna go through that today. Our DVD player, a container with our portable DVD players for like long road trips, a little case for all of our DVDs, our travel Yodo case, and a speaker. And that's what's in here, and it's great. Alright you guys, well that concludes this video. If you are looking for more decluttering, cleaning, organizing videos, I will link the playlist after this video and down in the description box below for you to check out. I love sharing this part of our home with you. I enjoy these projects and I hope you do as well. I'm happy with how this all turned out and have been enjoying these much more functional and beautiful closet spaces, even though we didn't do anything dramatic or crazy, but they definitely are working a lot smoother and just meet us where we are at right now. I will see you next week for another video. Have a great day. Bye.